Okay, we have hit stream. We are waiting for a picture. And there we go.
All right.
We are live. Post-Christmas, pre-New Year. Hope everyone who celebrated had a wonderful Christmas. And I hope you are all doing well. Everybody got some time off of school. Macaroon Roblex says hello.
Hello.
They are our first person today.
Welcome.
Yeah, hope you are doing well, friend. Bethany's here. We have Bethany and Brandy B and Geithmeister. And Gail says here.
Hey,
Gail.
Gail.
Says, she says, good morning. Wacky Watercolor Wednesday. Did y'all have a good Christmas?
We did, thank you. How about you?
And Bijou says, hi, I am Marvin.
Hi, Marvin.
And yes, we have a Mr. Clock going today. Today is the 27th of December 2023, friends. Good grief. Oh, here's everybody. Bright Art says, who are you painting? Who are we painting today?
We are painting Queen Latifah.
Canned Water Productions missed us.
We missed you too.
Marguerite says hello. Rusk is just about to go to sleep at hello. DJ RNMX says good morning. Good and happy morning from St. Augustine, Florida.
Oh, beautiful St. Augustine.
Puzzling Reed says good morning. Yay, Queen Latifah. Hi from Singapore. Antisocial Alex missed us.
We missed you too.
Jack says good morning. Jaden says hey, Scott. Ravenclaw says good morning. Lavender Moon says hello. Say hi to Geithmeister.
Hi, Geithmeister.
I hope that makes you happy. Dalton's here and says good morning.
Hey, Dalton.
Love watching your videos. Love you, Scott, and your painting.
Oh, thank you.
How are we today?
Doing good.
Tips for drawing noses. Check out the Art Hacks playlist. There are facial features there you can check out. What is your favorite type of dog? Rescue. Rescue is our favorite. Lilychuck is here.
Hey,
And says
Lilychuck.
hello. Moon says hello from France. Steph Nerd says good morning. Hi, Steph. Hope your Christmas was good. And Wolfie says good morning from Pennsylvania. We have a hi from Ireland.
Hello.
How was your holiday?
It was good, thank you.
Nehru got journaling stuff for Christmas and is excited to start. Good for you.
Oh, that's great.
Let's see. Hello from Scotland. Your art is so unique.
Oh, thank you.
Is it okay to prefer cheap scrapbook materials, Scott? I like them.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
You like what you like. Hi from California. That's not June Draws. Hi from the Philippines. Savannah says good morning. Liam says good morning. Never get a chance to watch your live stream since I'm always working. Super happy I finally get to watch one live. Love your art, by the
We're
way.
happy that you're here too.
Let's see. Derpy Freedom hasn't been here a long time. I know. Trying to catch up on sleep. I get that. I like art and chicken says, hey Scott, I'm writing a graphic novel revolving around my cartoon character Ethan and his little owl friend Vortex. Any tips on writing books?
Oh, so my friend Marv gave me a really good tip. He said, write down who your characters are at the beginning of the story and who they're going to be at the end of the story. So they all have their own arc. So I would say do that.
Good morning from Illinois. I'm drinking the Harrods tea this morning. My standby. Let's see. Good morning and hi from Florida. Mushroom Goddess got a Winsor & Newton travel watercolor set for Christmas. The Cotman version, yay. By the way, how
fun.
are you?
We're doing good, thank you.
Let's see.
Remember, the watercolors work best on watercolor paper.
Mm-hmm.
So, not on regular paper.
Favorite breakfast?
It depends. I like scrambled eggs. I like waffles. I like scones.
He likes really disgusting fried eggs. Let's see. Ha! Did you ever doubt your skills?
Oh, every day.
He still does.
Yeah,
Every single
we were just
solitary
saying
day.
last night.
Yeah.
It's been 5 days since I did
Yeah. Hope you know how to
this.
do.
I hope
you know
I know how to
gouache.
do this. Yeah.
All right. We haven't been here in a while, so you're gonna have to. And I think I have a sinus infection, so bear with me today, okay? I might be a little nasal. The nose tip. Go to the Art Hacks playlist. There's facial features in the Art Hacks playlist. Saroja is here.
Hey, Saroja.
Oh, Julia got an art set for Christmas.
Oh, that's great.
We love to hear that. We, Artsy Girl got a Hemi Gouache set for Christmas. Any tips?
Oh, yeah.
Don't eat it.
Don't eat it. I know it looks like pudding, but it's not. I would say, well, just follow what I'm doing. It's really fun. Just practice. It's going to take a bit to get used to it.
They would like to know if you are using a photo reference for this.
Oh, yeah. Here's the photo I'm using. This one right here. So, hopefully I got it close. Let's...
Looks good.
I'm going to hit... Thank you. I'm going to hit stop.
How do you draw face proportions? This might be a good one to...
Yeah, there's stuff like that in the art hacks, but essentially, you start off with the oval, the shape of the head, and then you're going to cut it in half. That's where your eyes are going to be. You're going to cut it down the center. That's where your nose is going to be. Mm-hmm. Things like that. It's once you start doing that and you start but it's practice, 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 practice.
Lots of practice. Can you tell? Okay, I think I have to take this. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I think it's a doctor. Hold on. This is Donna.
All right, I am going to start off with our blue. It seems like blue is the color. So let us.
Oh no, Jamie, you're sick. Oh no, honey. I'm so sorry. Wow. Decaying Teeth got sketchbooks for Christmas.
Nice.
Just one artist got the Medusa poster.
Oh, great.
Arkit's here.
Oh, Arkit.
Just had to say the Santa collab this time of year is genuinely my favorite holiday tradition now. Wow, Canned Water got a pocket watch for Christmas. That's awesome. Did you know Winsor & Newton makes sketchbooks?
I did not. I mean, it makes sense that they would, but I did not.
What tips do you have for absolute beginners? Not just partial beginners, but absolute beginners.
Draw everything every day.
Oh, Fatima says, Dawn, I have a map of the zoo we went to a few weeks ago. Should I stick it in my journal and write about my experience there? Absolutely. How fun is that? That's my favorite thing to do, is collect things from where I am and write about how I felt while I was there and the things that I saw.
Yeah.
That's so much fun. That's a fun thing to do. You guys, what's next? Are you going to do the 70s music alphabet next?
I am. I'm going to do, and I want to do them with colored pencils and markers. I think that would be fun. Kind of a throwback to when I was younger.
Oh, good. They finally got in the Discord. Great. Hi from South Africa, Cape Town.
Hello.
Steph said, Christmas is good. Mom made delicious food. Grandma was funny. Good day. Oh, I love that. What pencil did you use?
That was a dark purple Prismacolor pencil.
Okay, this other person said, Prismacolors. Oh, you're muted. Sorry. This other person said, Prismacolors are really, really expensive.
Yeah, they are.
And they want to know if there's a beginner colored pencil they can use.
Oh, absolutely. You can use Crayola. If you're just using it just to draw like what I'm doing, yeah, absolutely.
Is there a reason you prefer Prismacolor to regular pencils, like when you did the under pencils?
I like them because Prismacolors don't smudge, so I don't have to worry about them smudging. Mm-hmm. And I just like the color. It's just fun, and I like the feel of them.
Okay.
I think graphite pencils have a tactile thing that I don't like. It's like kind of like, it's a squeaky kind of feel.
Oh, a scratchy thing?
A dry, scratchy, squeaky kind of thing, and I don't like it.
Yeah. That's why I like the B pencils. They're not scratchy at all.
No, they're all scratchy to me.
No, B pencils are just smooth.
Blow dryer.
Hold on. Okay. Nehru says, my 7-year-old Lena is watching. Hi, Lena. Is watching with me and asked, how do you make your art so realistic?
I look at a photograph. So if you draw from your imagination, chances are there are people who can do really photorealistic stuff out of their imagination, but that's very rare and it takes a lot of practice. Mm. But if you use a photo for your reference, it helps you get stuff to look more realistic. And I'm trying not to let my stuff look too realistic. And I think I'm not doing it so much in the shapes, but I think I'm doing it a little bit more in the colors.
Mm-hmm. I got new colored pencils for Christmas and new headphones with great noise cancellation, so I've been drawing a lot more recently. That is Zoe.
Great, Zoe.
Bajitsu says, good evening from Finland. We have a lot of snow here.
Hello.
Raspberry is back. Hasn't joined the stream in a while, but got paints and a trumpet for Christmas.
Hey.
You are so good. How do you do it?
Oh, gosh, I don't.
55 years of practice. Yeah.
I am not as good as you guys think I am. It's all a ruse. It's a ploy. It's a trick, I say. So, I am looking at a black and white photo. And I'm looking at this and I'm thinking these are going to be diamond-y, like gems, or do you think they're going to be gold? So should I do this part in like white dots, bluish, blue and white dots, or should I do it in gold and yellows? If you guys could let me know, I would appreciate it, because I'm kind of making it up. And I think this would maybe match that. So if this is gold, then that should be gold. Or if this is diamond-y silver, then this should be silver. Tell me what you think. While Donna is getting her I guess her appointment for her. glasses.
Okay, sorry, not sorry. We're picking up my glasses.
Take it mine aren't ready?
Yours are not in yet. Nope. Nope. You're a little more high maintenance than me.
Always high
I know.
maintenance when it comes to
When
glasses.
it comes to glasses, you are totally higher maintenance than me. Hey, Emma's here.
So I asked if the this part and this part should be silver and diamonds or gold and gold.
Okay.
So let me know what the consensus is.
Diamond, gold,
Well,
diamond. Hold on. We're gonna get rid of that. Okay, let's see. Guys, he just Googled Queen Latifah. That's what he did. Gold, 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 silver. Ah. Scott has never been a normal human being, in public or otherwise. Okay, let me turn this on. We're going to go with Steph on this one and says gold. Queen Latifah was a gold lady in the 90s, and I'm not discounting anybody else. Lots of people said diamond, but there's a ton more on the gold, I think.
Right. Steph knows her 90s rap.
She does. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Caden says, thank you so much for doing these streams.
My pleasure. I mean, I never know. I never know if it's helping anybody, you know. But I know we love to be here with you all.
Although it was really nice having a couple days off. I got my boys home for Christmas. Oh, how funny. Where did you get large Marge from?
Gosh, honestly, I think I got it from my dad. I think he had it for when he worked at Lockheed or something, and he had to do any kind of technical drafting.
What brand is the orange paint?
Oh, it's all Winsor and Newton. Winsor and Newton Gouache, sorry.
What do you do if you can't erase the colored pencil?
You can always paint over it. It depends on really what your needs are.
Let's see.
Blow dryer.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead. Vlant, check out the Art Hacks playlist. There's a lot of stuff on skin tones in there. You should be able to find that. Find something in there that would help you. God. So many questions. Start with the Art Hacks playlist. Oh, Coral got a ton of sketchbooks, so hoo-hoo markers and ink pencils.
Oh, that's
We've
great.
gotten a lot of messages from you guys that a lot of your parents bought you, and a lot of friends and everything bought you art supplies for Christmas,
Which we love.
made us so ridiculously happy hearing that you guys got art supplies for Christmas.
All right, now, just for the highlight, dip.
The very, very white. I was like, it's burping.
Come on, crazy.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know that you want to watch us packing posters. I think that's kind of silly. Nicole has ADHD, loves art, and plans on going into illustration or graphic design, but struggles with completing work every day. Do you have any suggestions to stay motivated?
I don't have ADHD, but I also just don't have the attention span to work on the same piece for a long time, which is why, like, when you look at stuff like the Gothic vampire or the dragon and centaur painting, I'm doing them a little at a time. I'll maybe spend 20 minutes here, 30 minutes there. So what I do is I got really good at cutting up, like projecting, saying this is going to take me 6 hours. Okay, so 6 hours. If I spend an hour a day, that's 5 times at 20 minutes, or 4 times, no, 3 times at 20 minutes each. I just have to work on it 3 times a day for 6 days, and that's how I break my stuff out. So I would look at that. I would get good at predicting how long something is going to take.
You're really good at that.
And then just spacing that out. Thank you.
Yeah, you are really good at that. Me, not so much, but you are really good at that. Wow. Okay. You guys have a lot of questions today. Hulkster got 4 different zebra brush pens for Christmas. What is the best way to use them, in your opinion?
Be gentle with them. Once the tip gets worn down, if you push, you don't want to go straight down. So you want to use them at an angle. And there's a hair here and here. So just go lightly, and then you can push down to get the thicker lines. But just don't go straight down. You want to preserve the brush tip. But I mean, just play around with them. Get used to them.
Okay. Ted, I know that there are some really good places in Australia for stationery supplies, like stickers. You're looking for stickers and scrapbooking materials. I wrote myself a note. I'm going to look that up, and I'm going to post it in my community channel for you. Okay? But I know there are some good places, because I was wanting to order from there, and I was like, I can't justify paying shipping from Australia. But you don't have to pay shipping from Australia because you're already there, silly. So let me do that. I will post that for you today. Also, for anybody who missed it before Christmas, I did post some tea that you can find in just a normal grocery store here in the States. Just better than Lipton. So... do you set New Year's resolutions? I make an effort, but to be honest, the enthusiasm usually fades after about a week.
No, I don't. I'm pretty consistent with the things that I want to get accomplished and then accomplishing them.
Let's see.
All right, so
let's see.
I think I've done enough of that, and now I'm going to...
For those of you that are asking about drawing, what to draw a red panda. That's going to be the answer to everything today, is draw a red panda. Let's see. Lots of people are here because they have time off finally.
Oh, that's great.
They can watch and be with you. He is painting Queen Latifah on Arch's paper.
So my midtones are a little too light, so I'm darkening them up so I can come back in with the highlights. So she's gonna look like she has a black eye for a little bit.
A coworker gave me gouache for Christmas, but I'm not sure how to use it. It feels so different from watercolor that I don't know how to approach it.
Oh, it is. It is. I tend to do, as you can see, I'm doing my midtones and then my darks, and then I'll come in with the highlights later. So you treat it almost the opposite of how you would treat watercolor.
Do you have final thoughts on this year? What you did, what you didn't but wished for, and what plans for next year? Yeah.
This year was a year of mental health. Mm-hmm. For whether we wanted to or not. It was
struggling with it, working on it, fixing it.
Yeah, I tried therapy for the first time. I went to a psychiatrist for the first time.
Medicine for your IBS.
Yeah, so it's a lot. It really is. And I'm happy that we did it, or that I did it. It's just it was a rough year. It was a very rough year. I mean,
Yeah.
so I'm glad it's over, and I'm hoping that next year is a better, healthier year for us. Blow dryer.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna echo that was not. This has been a rough year. 2023 has been. I don't know. It's been kind of touch and go since COVID in 2020. So, I am hoping for some good work stuff this year, and I'm actually going to. One of my things that I'd like to do is post more journal content next year. So I think next year, for those of us here in the States, will be interesting because it's an election year. So my goal is to avoid the drama as much as possible. And
when we say interesting, we mean, gosh, we don't want to have to deal with it.
We don't want to deal with it. So what I'm going to try to do is bring a little bit of positivity to all of that for not only myself, but everybody else through my journal stuff. So that's my goal for next year. Let's see. Would you say you have a style, or is it based on something or someone else's?
Yeah, I would say my style is a mashup of people that I appreciate, people that I wanted to emulate. And so if you look, there's a video, my art is a mosaic that I did a couple years ago. And I think it kind of shows where my art style came from. And it's really, it's from all of these different artists that I emulated. I took a little bit from each one.
Oh, that's fun. Hulkster's sister got a tea advent calendar and got 24 different teas.
Oh, wow.
That sounds fun. This is Queen Latifah in gouache on Arches paper. In case anybody's curious.
Hopefully.
There's Sunny Bun Bun. There is an entire marker playlist, and you can see how Scott did so many different pieces in that marker playlist. Let's see. Love from India. Lots and lots of you got art supplies. This is really exciting.
Yeah, that's great.
CB wants to know how your Christmas was.
It was good. Spent time with the boys,
It
and
was glorious. First Christmas everybody slept in.
yeah.
Scott started doing art when he was about 6 or 7. These paintings take about 90 minutes. And anybody who's asking what to paint or draw should draw a red panda. And then you should tag me because I want to see them. Gosh, you all got supplies. I got Prismacolors in a sketchbook. I got zebra brush pens and erasers and leads.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. Do you have any tips on getting inspiration?
Yes, there's a couple videos on that.
Oh, Scott's never going to clean those palettes, guys. It's not going to happen. He barely cleaned the Hobbit hole before Santa popped in for a hot minute. I mean, barely cleaned. Nava got Winsor & Newton watercolors and Arches paper. Wow, you got Arches paper.
Wow.
Somebody loves you a lot. Because I barely love Scott enough to let him buy Arches paper. That stuff's expensive. Let's see. A lot of people have commented on different things, and you commented on theirs, and they're very excited.
Blow dryer.
Okay. Go ahead. Well, there you go, Alina. That's awesome. He has been using that mechanical pencil to do the dragon piece. Wow, this person got a drawing tablet for Christmas. This person got sketchbook, acrylic paint, sketching pencils, charcoal pencils, watercolors, metallic pencils.
Wow.
Somebody really loves you. What is the best advice that I could give someone for working with family and friends, specifically when starting a business? Oh boy, oh boy. It bleeds over into every part of your life. Just know that when you work with your partner or your family, that just bleeds over into everything. And I think you have to, whether or not your partner at some point in time knows when to stop working or talking about work, you have to say, I'm done for the day. And I don't want to talk about work, say, like while you're eating dinner or while you're taking a shower. You don't want to talk about work all the time, but just know that, you know, it's ups and downs. You know, there's expectations on both sides, and you just have to be kind through the process, and it will be stressful too. I should have bought stock and Post-it notes. Let me tell you. Let's see. Scott's favorite art books that he has are listed on the supply list, so you can check there. They're books that he recommends and books that he's used, actually. Do you watch cartoons?
Not anymore. I mean, I did religiously when I was younger.
Mm-hmm. Have you done a larger scale work like a mural? And if you have, do you have any tips?
Not in years. I mean, I've done them a couple times for friends, but nothing recently. So no, I would say get a projector, like the Vonkyo one that I did a video on, and project what you want up onto the wall.
All right, let's see. Is Scott actually going to dye his beard?
No. I thought about some fun colors, but to be perfectly honest, then if I'm out in public, it's just I'm gonna stick out a bit more, and that's really the last thing I would want. You know, like the last thing I want to do is just have more people look at me than need to. So, I when I'm out, I like to just keep my head down and just do my stuff. Yeah.
It is not cold in the Hobbit hole. The Hobbit hole is the best room in the whole house. It's warm and snuggy down here, and it's nice and toasty. And if you bring a cup of tea down, you don't even need a blanket. Do you have any regrets of things you wanted to do in 2023, but were not able to?
Well, we didn't travel overseas, so I think that's one. You know, I think every year we want to travel.
Travel's expensive. And
it is expensive, and it's also very difficult. Mm-hmm. You know, and so
yeah, even if we did have all the money in the world, travel for you is not fun.
It isn't.
It's not.
No.
Scott always loves it when he comes home and he's got all these things that he's sketched out in his travel journal, and he can then paint them and sort of relive it. But in the actual time, travel for him is really, really stressful.
Yeah.
Thank you for talking about going to therapy. You are so strong for sharing.
Oh, my pleasure.
Let's see. Do you want to start experiencing any new art styles or use any new supplies next year?
I don't know. I think there's a part of me that wants to spend 2024. I want to do 4 big pieces. Like I did the Gothic Vampire, and I'm currently working on it. I want to do 4 big pieces each year now.
You're really enjoying those.
I am. Well, it's a love-hate thing because I'm doing a lot of erasing, and
well, that's a you problem.
Yeah, but I am enjoying it. I think I just I want to make art for me, and I think that is a good way for me to do that.
Completely irrelevant, but do you have any tips for lowering our time on our screens? It's not completely irrelevant. It's actually, unfortunately, very, very relevant. I was just talking to one of our sons about this yesterday. We were driving running some errands, and I said, hey, maybe time for this or reading or whatever we were talking about. And he said, when you're a kid, he's like, you were always saying, okay, that's enough TV time, and shutting off the TV, or saying, okay, put the iPad away. And he's like, it's different when you're an adult and you live by yourself and there's no accountability. And he's like, I could just easily binge watch, 10 hours of TV. He's like, and then my whole day is gone, or I've stayed up all night. And I think that's the thing is, you just have to, there's a little more discipline that goes with it. And one of my favorite bloggers is, she blogs at Be More With Less. And you can find her on Instagram and everywhere else and everything. And she is a huge proponent of minimal technology time. She literally took every major app off of her phone. And she's really hardcore, though. I don't think we could do that since we're social media people. We have to kind of be on it. Yeah. But she did this thing where you put a rubber band over your phone, and every time you go to pick up your phone, you see this rubber band that's on your phone, and you ask yourself, do I really need to pick up my phone right now? Or am I just like self-soothing? What could I be doing that I either need to do or I want to do? Like reading a book or, doing something else. So maybe try the rubber band thing. I've done that before. It does work. But yeah, we all are struggling with technology. Do you prefer drawing women or men?
I think men are easier to draw. And so I think they're, like when I was a kid, I used to draw like Conan and Spider-Man and stuff like that. Men are definitely easier to draw. But
that's not what they asked.
I'm getting to that. But I think I prefer to draw women because of things like dresses and hair and things like that. I like the flow of things like that. So it's the little things that tickle, that creative part in you.
I would not attempt to even pick a favorite song of all time. That is not.
Future Love Paradise.
There you go. But I'm not gonna pick it. Favorite Christmas food.
I don't know, you made a great turkey last night.
I really did make a good turkey. It was really good. Yeah. I think mine is the sugar cookies. I have my mom's sugar cookie recipe, and it doesn't feel like Christmas until I eat sugar cookies. So, which is a lot of fun. Do you listen to Taylor Swift? If you do, what is your opinion on her?
I do not. Sorry. I don't have a bad opinion of her, though. Yeah. I mean, she seems like a very nice person.
She does a lot of good, really good work every place that she goes. She helps people, her crew and the crew in the different cities and stuff that she goes to. I think everybody's going to have an opinion on everything, honestly. How is the dragon drawing going?
It's going okay. I started inking the dragon.
That would be followed up with, did you ever figure out the species of the dragon?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it is a wyvern, but I think a wyvern is a subspecies of dragon. Like Great Dane is a dog.
You're talking about the species of something that is not even a real thing, and you guys are talking subspecies.
You mean like Santa Claus?
Hey, Santa was here in my house.
Yeah, so
don't be dissing
who's to say that a dragon
Have you ever
doesn't
seen
exist?
A dragon? I have physically seen Santa. I hugged Santa. Don't start with me, buddy. Don't start with me. You know you're wrong on that one.
I'm saying if we could be friends with Santa, we could be friends with a dragon.
Only if I could use the dragon to my advantage. They would like to see what is written on your palette, and they eventually would like you to clean your palette because it's really driving some people crazy, apparently.
You're not missing anything. These are just the names of the colors. So Spectrum Red, Flame Red, Naples Yellow, Pale Rose, Bengal rose, I think. Flesh tint. Just, I don't know when I wrote that, but...
Does your brush need to be damp when you work with gouache or watercolor, or is it just a preference?
Gouache and watercolor are wet mediums, and so whether your brush is wet before you do it or not, it's going to get wet if you put it into a wet. But you got to get the medium wet. So to do that, you can. I mean, I guess if you wanted to, you could take one brush, wet the watercolor, rinse it out, take another dry brush and put it into it. But it's.
You know what I've seen some people do, like I think Leslie does this. They spray water on their watercolors to activate it, and then they put the brush in the watercolor. Yeah. I've seen other artists do that too. They spray their palette.
I wonder if they sing watercolor activate.
I don't know, but I think that was hysterical. Scott, have you tried journaling or keeping a diary?
Not a diary, but I have my travel journal. And there's a playlist on that.
Will you be making another animated film?
I don't think so. It's been going on 7 years since we finished Animal Crackers, and I think at this point, that's just going to be a part of our history, and we move on.
Do you still have your very first sketchbook?
I do. And you could see some of the pages in it in the Watch My Art Grow over 40 years.
Do the answers pop up afterwards? No, we read the questions here. We don't type answers into the chat. The mods are typing answers into the chat for the questions that they know the answers to, which is quite a few because they're friends of ours. So they know us really well. We have had a great deal of problems with finding supplies for you guys in each individual specific country. So I know that Grabby now sells supplies in India. You can check out, we have a link on our website to the Grabby supplies that are there. But it has been very difficult for us to find supplies in each individual country. We can't possibly know what is sold in every country. We can tell you what Scott uses, and that's all listed on the website. We can tell you the supplies that he's tried, also listed on the website with links to find them. And maybe if you don't see those in your country or can't acquire those, maybe there's something there you can find that would be similar. Favorite Queen song?
Best Friend.
My mom says paintbrushes and paint tubes are the best stocking stuffers. Well, your mom is very smart and very wonderful for thinking that. Let's see.
I got a light.
You guys are funny. Do you roll or rub with a kneaded eraser?
I rub.
All right. When you fly on a plane, what seat do you like?
Fly on a plane, you mean?
Yes.
I like the window.
Mm-hmm. God knows why you like the window.
Because I can I just lean up against the window and everybody else is kind of off to the side. I don't have to really interact with anybody, and I can look out the window.
Yeah, I hate that. I feel claustrophobic. I want to be on the aisle so I can get up and get out. I don't like that. We are complete polar opposites sometimes, as you can tell. How many years of experience have you had in art? Too many to count.
Probably over 40 now.
Yeah. Do you like the Grateful Dead?
Not particularly. I don't even know if I know any of their songs.
What music decades do you like listening to most?
Probably the 80s.
Boy, you guys have a lot of questions today, which is great. Boy, oh boy.
So as you guys can see, I'm trying to find the flesh tone. I'm trying to get the skin to blend and, you know.
Bethany, find me a dragon. I'll make friends with it. Bethany would go into the lion's den and go, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. And she would wind up dead because she would go, here, kitty, kitty. Oh, she wants to be the animal and dragon whisperer. I mean, I love her for it, but yeah, one of these days, if you hear somebody mauled, Nashville woman mauled by a dragon, that won't be me. Donna should upload cooking on her channel and recipes. Oh, no, you do not want. I am not an interesting cook. I cook the same thing over and over again, mostly because, hello, Scott. Yeah. Does your wife draw?
Yeah. I mean, not for fun. She'll draw in a pinch if someone asks her to.
Hey, Lula's here from the Tea Foundry. Oh, Lula, I have a funny story to tell you. A tea story. You guys want a funny tea story? All right. So, my friends' kids were in town. Now, when I say kids, they're grown. They live out of state. They work. They're doing all of their own things. But, they grew up with me. So, this one comes over and her mom had borrowed something for me. She brings it back and she says, and I bless her, I love her so much. I introduced her to tea quite a few years ago. And she says, oh, my mom just has coffee in the house. She doesn't have any tea. Well, Auntie Donna happens to have tea in the house. So I said, oh, you have to smell this and you have to smell that and try this one. And I said, oh, and have I talked to you about the Scottish breakfast blend from this company called the Tea Foundry? And she's like, no. So I open up the bag because of course I got the new bag and then I had a little bit left in this other bag. And so I said, she's like, ooh, that smells really good. I'm like, here, take this one. She's like, I can't take all your tea. I'm like, no, you don't understand. The website's on the front of the package. If you like it, you can buy it. There's probably like 5 cups left in there. And I said, look, I got a new package because my package had just come in. So I shared with her the other one. So she was very excited. She's like, I'm going to drink this tonight. It was very cute. So that was a really long story. Do I always do that?
I don't. I
you tune out, huh?
out. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, so there's your first story for the day. Wow, here's a loaded question. Which medium is better, watercolor or gouache? Better according to whom?
Yeah. There's no better. I will say this. There's better for what you want to do. Like, if you want to do something that's more realistic, I think gouache is better. If you want to do something that's more designy or more artsy, I think watercolor is better. So it really depends on the look you're going for.
I think it's also a mood thing. You're very much mood oriented as to what you want to draw.
Well, the mood is based on the photo reference. So if the photo is like, ooh, this has really nice lighting, I'm going to want to do gouache.
Hey, Anne-Marie's here. Hi, kiddo. How are you?
Hey, Anne-Marie.
How was your Christmas? Let's see. Do you have a favorite hairstyle to draw?
No, I don't think I do because, like I go, ooh, I like that one. Ooh, I like that one, but there's
you just like hair.
Yeah, I just like hair.
Yeah. I mean, he loves to draw hair. Stefan wants to be friends with Falcor. Yeah, you and everybody else. Falcor's awesome. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. How are you?
Kaylee wants you to go to Australia and do a fan meet and greet. No pressure, but I'm such a good fan and I love your videos.
Well, thank you.
You guys were
maybe one day.
Fatima went to the zoo and saw that there would be a red panda, but then I saw that it was not there yet. Safe to say I was a little dissatisfied, but the owls were too cute to be angry. A lot of times the animals have access to indoor holding and they don't want to come out.
Maybe they weren't there yet. It means they haven't arrived yet.
That could be true as well. Do you like painting or drawing animals much?
I do. I did, was it 30 days or was it?
30 Days of National Animals, but we always go to the zoo. We hooked up with the zoo and we did that. Hendrix loves animal crackers. Let's see. Draconic Flower says, I finally managed to join a live. Hello.
Welcome.
Well, hello. Have you ever drawn more complicated anime before?
I honestly don't know what complicated anime looks like.
Yeah, everything's complicated to me. Scott, your wife is a very cool tea expert.
Yeah, she is.
Which
is funny because I don't think you grew up in a tea family. I did.
I didn't.
You know, I grew up with a Middle Eastern family and we drank Middle Eastern tea.
Yeah, you drank Persian tea all the time. We had tea in my house, and my mom would always make it like if we didn't feel good, or she had a remedy for everything. Like if your stomach's upset, you have some 7-Up. And it's funny. I don't know if it was more psychological or maybe it was the bubbles or I don't know what it was, but it worked. It worked for me at least. Stuff doesn't work for Scott like that, but it worked for me. So,
yeah, your Jedi mind tricks don't work here.
Yeah. Have you ever tried to draw Star Wars, Scott? Oh my God. So
Speaking of which.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've drawn a lot of Star Wars.
I prefer window seats. Since I normally sit with my family, I always feel safer knowing they can get out first if anything bad happened. Oh, look, you just have to hang out with me on a plane. I started going to the exit row because I just like a little extra leg room. I'm not super tall, but I like it anyways. And the flight attendants always come over and they say, will you help with the opening of the door, when you get out? And I looked at the woman one time and I was like, honey, there's going to be a me-sized hole right here. You don't even have to worry about it. I got you. She got a kick out of it. And then she said, I still do need you to answer, ma'am. And I was like, yes, I will open the door. So, do you know what the Loomis method is for heads?
I remember hearing about it. I never studied it.
Do you like Legos or did you like Legos ever?
I like Legos now because our sons got into it.
Oh my God, we have so many Legos.
I never was really into it. Legos were just a big pile of blocks when we were kids,
Oh God. Yeah, but you know what? We used to make all sorts of things with Legos. We used to make little houses for our Hot Wheel cars, and I'd make like Barbie beds and stuff out of Legos. And now that I think about it, that probably wasn't very comfortable for her. But anyway, that's the whole thing. But yeah, I played with Legos a lot.
All right, I think
my grandparents had Legos at their house.
A little darker.
Okay, Mira, does anyone mind filling me in on what's happening? I came a bit late. Well, we're painting today, Queen Latifah, on Arch's paper. We are on cue of the music alphabet for the 90s.
Yes, and Queen Latifah was the most voted of all of the 90s for the letter Q.
That is correct. Does Scott have autism?
Yes. I was diagnosed 2 years ago.
Year and a half. When and how does someone become a professional artist?
I think the term professional is when you start to make your living at it. At least that's my understanding.
Yeah. Lula goes, I love that. I hope she loves it. You know what? Every tea I've given her, she has loved because she has a very similar taste in tea to mine. So if you get some more orders from the state of Florida, that was from me. Oh. Let's see. Have you ever drawn David Bowie before? Because I think he'd be fun to draw.
Oh, many, many times.
So many times. Yeah. I recently discovered a company called Harney & Sons who has the best tea I've ever had. I recommend the Blueberry Tea and the Tower of London blend. They have a ton of special blends. You need to try their hot cinnamon spice. It is the best. It's so good. It's very, very cinnamony. But it's so good. And yeah, they have wonderful teas. They're actually out of New York State. So they're here locally, and they do a podcast. They have a tea podcast. Let's see. I have it in my thing. I will tell you. It is called. Let me see. As the Tea Steeps, which I got to tell you, they had me right there, right? Of course they had me. But it's wonderful. They talk about the history of the company. They talk about, they interview people that they work with. They interview people in their supply chain that they work with. It's really cool. What's your favorite art medium?
I still think it's the watercolor and ink.
We did decorate our Christmas tree. We do every year. This year, our decorations were minimal. Usually I go completely insane, but this was a long year, so it was very minimal this year. My sister wanted me to stay in the kitchen, and I said to her, "Can I just watch a wholesome autistic man make beautiful art in peace?" You're so funny. This is the calmest live chat I've seen in a while. That is on purpose. We curate this, and we have these wonderful mods who help us. They're our friends, and they don't want a lot of junk-a-monk on here.
I am trying to turn this into gold.
From a black and white drawing?
Yeah, so I got kind of like my darker colors in, and then now I'm going to come in with like the mid-tones, which is like the gold. And I don't know what I'm doing, so just so you know, I'm just figuring it out, because if I don't like it, I could just cover it up and start over again. So I'm just going to do something like this for now, and then see if it looks good, and then I'll come in with the highlights.
Do you like drawing hair because you don't have any?
It's definitely, I'm sure, a psychological factor, but I like the flow of it, you know?
He's always liked hair, drawing hair, and drawing women's hair specifically.
Even when I had hair.
Even when he had hair, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I just had this visual pop into my head of you with...
hair?
Hair, yeah, but when you were wearing your suit and we were in like matching, like you had a purple shirt on and I had a purple dress on and we were matching. My hair was big and your hair was mulleted, and God, we were so young. What the heck, man? Is there a specific tone or color you enjoy most to paint?
I like Payne's Gray.
How do I have more control with watercolor?
Watercolor, I really don't think you should have control of. I think watercolor should just in general be very chaotic and organic, and that's why I like the inks. The inks give me my control.
So you do like to have control somewhere in the world.
Just like Janet Jackson.
You're funny. Excuse me. Where do you find inspiration besides looking at your beautiful wife?
Everywhere. I mean, there's art galleries, there's other artists, there's art galleries and other artists, places, things like that.
Let's see.
I'm not sure I love this, but
I can't believe you're already at the letter Q. That's amazing.
it's consistency, you know, and it's only 3 times a week, and we missed a week for my birthday.
Yep.
And we missed 5 days for Christmas, and so if you really think about it, it's not that big of a deal. To 26 days sounds like a lot. It's really not, even at 3 times a week. It goes by. Time keeps moving, and I think the older we get, the more we realize that.
Yeah. Oh, to take that knowledge and go back to 25. Is the pencil you sketch with just a regular colored pencil?
Yeah, just a regular colored pencil.
What's your favorite art medium?
Watercolor and ink.
How was your Christmas?
It was good, thank you.
Santa hats or reindeer antlers? I don't even know how to answer that.
Santa hats.
I don't know, but reindeers are so cute. How many notifications do you get a day? You mean notifications from people who have messaged?
I turn off notifications and I go into YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, and I look at I just go through comments, or I go through, like on Instagram, I'll go through my DMs, and I don't get to see everything because it filters a lot of that out, and there's only so much time in the day. But
God, he'd be on 24/7 if he went through everything. I mean, there's you guys are prolific in your comments. There's a lot of.
But I do love. I always thought that if I hit 1 million people, it would be impossible to keep up with everything. But we now have 3 million followers worldwide, and I'm still able to do it. So I'm trying. I try my hardest to try to maintain that, and I know it's not always possible. And but I think that's part of doing this, is trying to maintain that relationship with everybody. And I really want to keep doing that. I want to still have that relationship. I don't want it to ever get so big to where I'm not responding to comments or DMs or whatnot. And
you don't have control over that now.
Yeah, I know. But I'm trying. I really am.
You're doing a good job replying to everybody, I think. Have you ever traveled to India? No. Or is it in your bucket list? And what are the countries on your bucket list you want to go to?
Oh,
it's too long.
Yeah, it's on our bucket list.
The list is too long. We've only been to a handful of countries.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure myself out, so that way I can travel better. I'm not a great traveler, and a lot of that has to do, I think, with undiagnosed autism, and I get panic attacks, and so once I figure that out, once I work all that out, I think I'll be a better traveler, and I'll be able to go to all of these places.
Yeah, farther away places and everything. But our list of places we want to visit is like 1 million times longer than where we've actually been. Love the background music. That is All the Bright Places.
Oh, it's
from
really good music.
Sony Music. We are thanking them for giving us the ability to have music in the background. What are you looking forward to in 2024?
I want to do 4 big paintings. I'm counting the dragon and centaur as that, but I want to do 4 big paintings, and I want to travel a bit more this year.
I would agree with that. I'm looking forward to you being a little more stable to travel, which makes you a happier person. Because you have not been happy this year, because you just didn't feel comfortable going places.
Yeah. I don't think this is a good
If
color.
you guys were to get tattoos... Oh, look, he's changing the background color. Did anybody see that one coming?
Well, technically, this is my first time doing the background, because that was...
It was undiagnosed. He has been diagnosed officially with it.
Yeah. So, in other words, I went 53 years without knowing, and because I was masking all of this time, I've developed
coping skills.
Well, not coping, panic attacks that I get, and I always thought the doctors always just said, "Oh, it's IBS, it's IBS," and I think based on what I'm learning about myself is a lot of that is you're taking an autistic child all these years and putting them into situations, and so I developed a I guess panic attacks from it. I guess the best way to say it.
Let's see. Who was your favorite person to paint when making the 80s music artists?
I don't know if she was my favorite person to paint, but it was my favorite painting of the bunch was Annie Lennox from the Eurythmics. I think came out really good.
This is Queen Latifah. No. He has been diagnosed. He went and got... For a long time, he did not know that he was autistic. And Scott decided 2 years ago to go get tested. It was 2021? Yeah, this is 2023.
I think it was 2022.
Was it 2022? Yeah, you're right, 2022. He decided to go get tested, and he talked to our doctor, and our doctor gave us a recommendation. Our general doctor gave us a recommendation. And so he went and got tested and was diagnosed last year.
2 years ago. In like a month, it'll be 2 years.
Okay, well, it's been like 18 months. It hasn't been 2 years yet.
Blow dryer.
Scott's been drawing since he was about 6 or 7, so it's just always been there. Okay. I don't think he's going to say he's ever perfected his art, but how many years did it take you to perfect your art and your channel?
Well, yeah, like Donna says, I have not perfected anything, but to get where I am today, it has been 45 years or more. But my style has changed so many times. I've only been doing this kind of stuff for a few years now.
Does anyone have some recommendations for good noise canceling headphones?
Yeah, there's cheap ones for sale that I put a link to in the comment section, or the
Community
section. And then the ones I use are the Bose 700. And yeah, that's what I would recommend.
I would not make my own. The same way Scott wouldn't make his own art supplies, I would not make my own tea. I don't want the stress of that. I want to just try things that other companies have made. He does want to try sculpting. That is one thing on the bucket list of things to do.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Darn it.
All right, we did that one.
I think I did more harm than good by wiping that.
We did have a good Christmas. Which watercolor paints do you prefer, in a tube or in a pan?
Tube.
Those headphones are amazing. They are indeed. This is Queen Latifah. How do you get the clips from the live for the YouTube shorts?
Oh, I'm recording on another phone in 4K, so that way I could go in and grab little bits. Let's see if I can get rid of this. I think it just...
What was your favorite series to draw in 2023?
I think the Bowie was fun. I think I had a lot of fun doing that.
With the exception of one. Let's see. I was diagnosed last month with ADHD. I'm 55 years old.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Helps you to figure out how to deal with things now. Anonymous got the October card set for Christmas.
Oh, that's cool.
Please make more tutorials. Let's see. My grandparents would call it their adventure list because bucket list would make them sad. Hey, call it whatever you want to call it, you know? Whatever works for you. I think grandparents are, by definition, they are older. And so I think bucket list has the tendency to make people think, oh, I'm old and bucket list is something to do before I die. So I just think the older people get, the more they think about the end. If you could get a tattoo, what would it be?
I wouldn't. I absolutely would not. I couldn't decide on a piece of art to live with for the rest of my life.
I never thought about getting a tattoo until I lost my puppy this year. And I would like to maybe get like a little paw print, her paw print, and maybe her name. I've been thinking about that. I don't know that I'll do it, but it's the first time I actually thought about it. Why do you think artists struggle with drawing hands and feet?
Because they're wonky. Hands and feet are just wonky.
Is wonky? Is that a technical term?
It's a technical term. They're technically wonky.
Have you ever done paper mache?
Maybe when I was in elementary school.
I've done paper mache recently. When I was volunteering at the zoo with one of our boys, we did paper mache, and because it is safe for the animals, they put treats in it.
That's very nice.
Mm-hmm. Who is your favorite artist and artwork?
I don't have a favorite artist, but my favorite artwork is Spring by Sir Lawrence Amatadima.
Have you ever gotten any looks while drawing in public? As I have done this many times, and I've gotten looks.
If I have, I wouldn't notice because I don't look up.
He has. I notice.
Yeah, I don't look to see what other people think of me. Add a little bit.
No,
of
he's
red.
never painted with nail polish. I would like to try bookbinding. Yes, I will respond in my community post. I will put that up there for you, Ted. How do you know where to put what color? Do you use photo reference or does it come with time?
A little bit of both. I'm using photo reference, but it's a black and white photo. And so I'm just kind of trying a color and going, do I like it or not? Do I like it or not?
Do you exercise or work out? It helps with anxiety and nervousness big time.
I do. I don't exercise as much as I would like. Well, let's just say, much as I need to. I don't like to exercise, but I am going to do it more.
Crooked got a pottery wheel for Christmas. Have you ever tried it?
I did. I think in high school, maybe.
I've never done pottery. I'd like to do pottery. Jamie, I'm in. Do you listen to the artist's songs of your painting off camera?
I had for the 80s. For the 90s, these are your picks. So I don't think I ever really listened to Queen Latifah. I didn't listen to Enrique Iglesias.
I did.
The Cranberries, I started listening to. That was really good.
Let's see.
I think I'm done.
Let's see. When did you guys meet? About 100 years ago.
It was 1988.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jamie says, I know a good tattoo artist. This is Queen Latifah. Ellen, yes. Please do. Guys, Scott started doing art when he was about 6 or 7. He's been drawing for a long time. Margaret says, lovely to be here with you guys.
Oh, same.
I got an iPad for Christmas. Let's see.
Well, I think the gold little speckle came out okay. What do you guys think?
Have you read the Harry Potter books? I like it. It looks good.
Oh yeah. I read the first one and then didn't read any of the others, but I really liked the audiobooks.
I do not draw. I write. I like writing. I've done Third Coast Clay. I've been there, yeah. Top 3 favorite bands.
Gosh.
Are you done? Feels
Yeah,
done.
I think so. The Beatles. Def Leppard. Mm-hmm. Gosh, I'm trying to think of who I listen to the most.
I want to listen to that Air Supply record today. Oh my God. That just got me.
And
We bought a used Air Supply Greatest Hits record.
Coldplay. I don't listen to Coldplay much, but they were a really good band. So.
Yeah, they're good.
All right, everybody.
Do you ever use your old art for reference, and then we'll be done?
No, I've never used my old art for reference. That would be like making a copy of a copy. It just gets worse.
All right, we're going to be done because it has been a really long 5 days. Oh, Ryan's here and he slept in. Good for you.
Good job, Ryan.
You need to sleep in. Teachers should do all the things to take care of yourselves. All right, we're going to be done today because we haven't been here in 5 days. We'll be back on Friday. It's Wednesday,
for
right?
The letter R.
R.
Ooh, and
Yeah.
that is a toss-up between
Yeah.
REM, Radiohead, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Rage Against the Machines.
Wow.
So,
is it neck and neck?
It's
neck and neck.
I think Bethany said that Red Hot Chili Peppers and Radiohead are ahead of the other two right now. But those two are really
All right,
close.
well, go vote, you guys. If you want to have your say, go vote. And we will see you guys on Friday. We stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, except Christmas because, hello. Hey, that reminds me, next Monday is New Year's Day. Will we be streaming on New Year's Day?
Yeah. It's not like
We are not big New Year's people. I'm just letting you know. Even when we were younger and dating, we do not whoop it up. We don't whoop well.
We're not whoopers.
We're not whoopers. So, yeah. So we will be here.
We're not anti-whooping.
No. You
We're
whoop
just
if you want to whoop.
Yeah,
We just don't whoop.
if you want to.
Yeah. Knock yourself out. Yeah. She says Radiohead and Red Hot Chili Peppers are leading. So go vote on the channel. And we will see you guys on Friday. And we will be here on New Year's Day. Look, if you're hungover or whatever, you don't have to join. If you were up way too late, you don't have to join. It's all good. But we're going to be here. And so that means we'll be back to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday next week. And we will talk to you guys on Friday. Oh, where do you vote? Bethany, can you throw the link in there so people know where to vote since we're talking about voting? That would be great. And we will... There you go. Bethany put the thing in. And we will talk to you guys...
Friday.
Yes, Friday. Sorry. God, it's been... Give me 5 days off and see what happens. All right, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.